Welcome to another round of Nerdbox.
Nerds!
Now today, Ashley's going to have to stay up pretty late tonight. He's got a 24-hour game-a-thon.
For charity.
For charity, of course.
Meals on Wheels, Queensland.
So, we've decided tonight we're going to have a serial gaming session where we play a few games and stay up all night. And to help us through, we decided to have some cereal.
We're super duper serial about this.
Are you cereal?
Are you cereal?
Oh my god, I can't believe I even used that joke. Anyway, as you can probably see, we're playing warmahordes, not just hordes, we're playing warmahordes. Over here, we have the Ouroboros side, and you can see that I've picked up a few extra models. And across the other side, you'll see completely new models, and this is a War Machine side.
Retribution of Scry.
Alright, so we'll probably do this in a few different parts tonight, and just a few different battles. I'm guessing we'll probably only get 3 games in. I don't know what we'll play. Probably even a new version of 40k rules, I'm guessing. Yeah,
we'll give it a go. I'm not too fussed. I think they not really happy with the way the rulebook went for certain armies.
But yeah, hopefully I can kick Ash's butt again, because he hasn't played much with this new Rets side, so yeah.
Alright. Well, we'll be back in a sec.
Okay, this is the board so far. Both teams have moved. Ashley's had the first movement, or the first turn, and I've had the second. As you can see, we're sort of gonna come to a split in the board.
Yep.
Diagonal split, I mean.
It would seem that one of us is dominating half the board and the other one's dominating the other half.
But the funny thing is that our Warcaster's on my half of the board and my Warlock's on his half of the board. Yeah.
Oh well, we'll get turn 2 underway.
Yeah.
Alright. We're at the end of turn 2, and as you can see, things are starting to get ugly. We got a death over here from me. We got a major death from Shane's little huge 10 squad there.
Oh yeah, these are the models that Ashley's killed so far. So
devastating. Those Dawnfall archers can be brutal, even if they do miss. And we're going to have some cool close combat stuff coming up soon, so we'll show you next. So Shane has decided to concede. What happened over here was he attacked one of these dudes and they went nuts with vengeance and damaged the shit out of some war beasts and then killed both war beasts in their activation.
Although do give me granted, man, they didn't do it all on their own. There was another warjack there.
And then he charged in and finished off the Warborn or the Warwolf or the Wartwolf or whatever. He killed the Winter August. He totally couldn't get it, so he missed twice. They killed a Warwolf. These guys, they killed a bunch of guys, but not before killing one of themselves in a blast. That was pretty funny.
Basically, the grenade arrow was like
short
fused, and it barely got. He barely released it.
The way I figure was he was trying to say something inspirational, and the grenade went off and killed him.
Yeah, it only killed him. Yeah. It's like he blocked all the blast damage for the other two.
Basically, what was going to happen? I was going to move these guys out of the way, get the Phoenix into the Argus, finish it off, and have these 2 guys over here finish off these guys. It was going south for Shane. He did do something pretty cool over here, though.
Yeah, it was a last-ditch effort. Basically, I knew if I didn't kill his Warcaster this turn, and this is the reason why I've conceded, if I didn't kill it this turn, he'd basically wipe out another 50% of my force. Every turn he's been wiping out somewhere between 25 to 50%.
This is what I have killed, and this is what Shane killed.
Yeah. Basically, for every one of Ashley's models I've killed, he's killed another 3 or 4.
And I've killed a majority of his war beasts.
Yeah, I've only got 1 war beast left.
This is the first victory for Retribution. Yay! So yeah.
And this is the sort of game that I'd let someone concede in. If Ashley was in my boat, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have.
concede.
I was probably going to pop my feet.
I mean, even if I was an arsehole and just said, no, we'll play it out. I mean, Kaya's got, what is it? He's got like 6 or 7 turns to get to Kaya, and it's just like...
Yeah, the game only has 6 turns. We're in turn 3, aren't we?
Yeah.
So there's 3 turns. I won't be able to get to her, but I'll wipe out most
the rest of his army.
The rest of his army.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to prove to Kaya that no one should mess with the elves of Ios. Or Iosa, or...
I don't know what you have against us, man. We're not that bad.
You want to destroy civilization.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to destroy civilization for the goodness of civilization.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Anyway, we'll probably have another game.
Yeah.
I'll probably change up my list because I've got some new stuff I want to use, and I probably want to use Hypnos because I haven't used a character Warjack properly yet, so we'll come back to you. Game 2. Here we go. We've got Shane with basically the same thing, except what changes have you made?
I've taken out the Warwolf and the Druid Wilder, and I've added in 2 extra Warpborn Skinwalkers. Just boosting my wounds, my damages, really. I'm hoping they can also do a little bit more this game. Basically the same battlefield as well. I've lined them up a little bit so that we're not diverging into 2 separate areas.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'm hoping this helps me out a little bit. Yeah, might discuss my tactics in this round later on.
Yep. Alright, and I've made a few changes as well. I'm still playing Raven, but I have taken out the Chimera and the Phoenix and put in Hypnos. There he is. And I've also put in a Manticore. That's not upside down, is it?
No, but you need to come up with it. Okay.
And I also took out those dreaded Sentinels and put in these Mage Hunters.
Which is probably even better.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But I still have them and those dreaded Stormfall Archers. And the Arcanists and Fane.
And I've decided to take first turn, so...
Let's see if it works out for him.
Let's see if it works out. Hopefully it works out 10 times better.
Alright, we'll be back. Alright, turn 1 was pretty eventful for me.
Well, again, Ashley's just dropping my men down.
Yeah. These guys, we've discovered, are pretty friggin' nasty. I dropped an AoE there, so if he stops in it, I get to take a power 12 shot at him. Power 12, you know...
It's an automatic power 12 hit.
Automatic power 12 hit. If it doesn't kill anyone, I don't care. It's just to slow him down a bit. Especially for those guys there. They're pretty nasty, and I don't want them coming near me. Killed some of them. Killed a lot of them over there. War beasts are still a problem. Yeah. But let's see how we go on turn 2. I've put these guys in a really silly spot because, as you can see, there's a forest and they can't shoot through it. And now they're pretty much in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. It is.
Yeah, really.
It is really silly that I deployed them there. But I think Shane might be able to turn it around still.
It's still, yeah, it's
still anyone's game, even though I've killed all that.
Yeah.
But they failed a command check, so they're pretty much useless for one round. Unless
I might as well use a little... I'll use this little token as a... You're screwed.
And yeah, we'll see how turn 2 goes.
Okay, looks like I'm getting my butt kicked again. I've got all these models here Ashley's gotten rid of. I've got a unit over here that's failed a command check, and a unit over here that still failed a command check, so I've got 2 units doing nothing. This guy's taken heavy damage, and this unit over here, these 2 guys have taken heavy damage as well, and I've lost 2 from the unit. This guy over here, I don't know. Oh, I've got to take a command check for her. Pass. Yeah, so the only bonus is that none of my war beasts have damage on them at the moment. So I'm hoping from that I can come back, but it's not looking good.
You're in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I'm really doing bad against these rats, even after you've changed it.
Well, the thing is, this guy here is new. And I got him just so I can see its stealth units, because that was the problem my army had. They couldn't see stealth.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of my units are relying on stealth at the moment.
And it's not working.
Oh no, these guys can see stealth units, can't they?
No. They
can't shoot at him.
Is he stealth?
Yeah. That's alright, I'll take the damage for now. But yeah, next turn, we know. That's alright.
That would have been helpful.
It doesn't matter, you would have just wiped out that squad there.
True.
Yeah. So yeah.
Alright, well let's see what turn 3's like for Shane.
Looks like I'll be conceding again.
Alright.
But I won't give up without a fight. So if it looks like I've still got 3 war beasts left at the end of next turn, I won't concede, but yeah.
Alright, let's go. Turn 3.
Turn 3.
He does not look happy. Let's look what happened.
Okay, so basically what's happened is I've got my things confused up. I thought these guys could shoot stealth, but they can't. And, I mean, I've already told you this guy's taken damage because, you know, I've accidentally said, oh, he doesn't have stealth. Or like, oh, yeah. We'll just ignore that. So, basically, my Gorax is gone. I was really hoping he'd psych out this turn.
Very funny thing, they did like 1 and 2 points of damage to kill him, to like...
Yeah, there was every single shot, and then by the end of it, he had 4 guys left, which did 6 points of damage to this guy here. Now, I've still got a slight chance of coming back, but it's very minimal. What I should have done was kill this guy over here, because he gives these guys the ability to shoot stealth. I didn't shoot at him because I was like, well, if I can get rid of more of these guys, that'll be less shots at them, and they'll just walk up into range anyway. But then I've realised that they've deliberately kept out of my charging range, so...
Well, you could probably charge them.
I can probably charge now,
They can't hit you back, technically, because they don't have anything other than a gun. Oh no, they have a power 7 sword.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the...
It's still a grey game.
Yeah, I've got this Argus here undamaged at the moment, so he's the only thing that I'm really hoping...
That Warp Wolf is probably going to kill that Banshee.
I'm hoping he does, but I doubt he'll be able to do it this turn. He needs to kill this Banshee this turn, and then I'll show you what he'll do next turn. Yeah, I've still got a few funky things to do, but this unit over here has done nothing all game. This unit here.
Except die.
Except die and just sit there.
They're too scared to do anything.
Yeah.
That is the dead pile for Shane.
Yeah.
And here is the dead pile for me, minus the Thane, of course.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, I've set up my units wrong. I've sort of tried to give them against the Tharn blood trackers again. I shouldn't have done that because I knew how well that worked last time.
If anything, you should have given prey onto maybe a Warjack.
Yeah, probably. It's still, they're not very good against the Warjacks. It's very high rolling for them. I've been rolling really high for stuff I don't need to roll high for. And
like command checks.
And really low for things that I really needed to roll high for. So, I mean, the dice have been 50-50 in my favour, but still not the right way round.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, actually.
But, yeah, we might see what happens next turn. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, but they better work. And if they don't work, I'm basically going to concede after Ashley's next turn.
Yeah.
And he probably will destroy my Warcaster next turn if he knows what to do.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Turn 4 coming up.
Turn 4. Okay, so we've decided to just do my first turn and then Ashley's next turn. So we're up to... What are we up to? Turn 3? Turn 4. Okay, so we're up to turn 4. The reason why we're filming this is because I've realised that you miss a lot unless we do it turn by turn. Sort of like how we do our 40k and stuff. We do it phase by phase. So from now on, we'll just do videos turn by turn with this game. Basically, I've used this guy here. I've moved him up, and then he's hit this target here and teleported to him. And that allows him to do like a sweeping attack. Any target within his reach and line of sight gets he can do a melee attack against. So he's done that. He's killed everyone around him and rolled double ones to actually deal damage. So no damage was dealt there. The other thing I've done is killed this guy. I don't think anyone did damage to him except for the Warp Wolf, which did tons of damage. I've moved Kaya up to here and then used her teleportation ability to teleport him up to here, a little bit closer to his Warcaster. But I've got a trick up my sleeve if Ashley doesn't kill me next turn, just to see how it works. Yeah. Okay, alright, so Ashley's sort of done exactly what I was hoping he'd do, except he killed a few more models than I was hoping. So both my Arguses are down, and this guy's now taken a bit of damage. So the Reeves are back online. He's wiped out my entire squad of the Tharn Blood Trackers finally. The only annoyance is that his Warcaster's over here and Kaya's fairly much in the firing line now. I think I've only got two things I can activate other than Kaya. Oh, and that guy there. Now I'm going to do something weird with him this turn as well to hopefully give myself an advantage. But basically, if I don't kill his Warcaster, I've lost the game, but we're going to play through to the end and see how it goes.
Let's see, this round might be the final round.
It is the final round. And I'm definitely lost this game, but yeah.
It's not for lack of trying.
Okay, I'll tell you, because I'm going to go first anyway. Basically, I'm going to reave this, and I'm going to try and trample through all these guys here to get to the Warcaster.
Okay.
So we'll come back after my turn, after I've done some other funky shit, and yeah, alright. Okay, so this turn sort of didn't work out as I planned. What I was hoping to do was to get these guys up there so that they could get within range of the Warcaster, but that didn't help. There was no way they could do that, so I just decided to shoot a couple of these guys. This guy here walked away from close combat to try and get into, to shoot that guy there, and then hopefully use his attack to hit the Warcaster at least once and kill these two. And that failed. This guy here did pretty good, I guess. He just trampled straight through there. It was funny because there's a straight line of guys that didn't get hit at all, but everyone to his left and right died. And the Warcaster got hit by the trample as well. So it worked out. I was surprised. The trample actually is pretty decent. Killed a lot of guys and actually did 7 points to the Warcaster. Now, the problem is Kaya's open for the attack. Let's see if Ashley can kill me next turn. If he can't, let's see what I can do to him.
Victory to the Rets.
Alright, I've conceded like I said I would. It came very close. I'm starting to wish I had left him out over there, because this turn I probably would have been able to defeat him. Possibly. But the problem was that I was risking too much with Kaya. She wouldn't have been able to transfer damage at all, so this point was pretty wasted. Actually, I take it all back.
You could have given her stealth, actually.
No. Oh, yeah, instead of teleporting him, I could have given her stealth. And
these guys wouldn't have been able to attack.
Yeah. So
these guys wouldn't have been able to attack.
Basically, yeah, I've really stuffed up in that last turn. Instead of teleporting the wolf for protection, I was worried if this guy here would be within
Or what you could have actually done is teleport Kalissa to the wolf.
Kaya to the wolf.
Yeah, Kaya to the wolf and started beating on Raven.
I would have gotten one close combat attack off at least. Oh, and I would have still had enough points for a few boosted damage rolls and stuff. So
yeah, I would have done that.
Yeah.
I was like, he's gonna win.
Yeah, I wish I had done that now because I mean, this turn, yeah, and it would have been too risky because I mean, some of that damage was actually done by his huge explodey grenades, so that would have put him off using those grenades if I had Kaya over there. But yeah, there's no way I'm going to come back from it now.
That's Shane's dead pile.
Yeah, there's so many ifs, buts, and what I should have done.
And believe it or not, that's my dead pile. He did a fair amount of damage to this list than he did to the last one, but
yeah, I think that was me warming up to your tactics, but
no, I'm still learning this army, but I think I have pretty good synergy with this list.
Yeah.
Especially against stealth. Like, that unit did awesomely against your stealth units.
Yeah, I know how to line my guys up now. If I see those guys with that unit, not unit, that solo.
That solo,
Yeah, when I see that unit with that solo.
When I read what he did on War Room, I was just like, oh, this is what I've been waiting for. So I just bought him straight away.
Yeah.
And now people who play Legion with heavy stealth lists and people who play heavy, like Cricks, I think, have a lot of stealth.
Yeah. Or incorporeal, at least.
Or, well, guess what? Incorporeal, all my guys have magical weapons. Except for the House Guard. And everybody else. But all my Warjacks have... I'm pretty sure my Dawn Guard have magical attacks as well. But it's good. It's good. I feel really good with this list. It's not bad. I
think there's a lot of things that if we went back and played through this game again, I still think Ashley would have won with the mistakes that we both made.
I think I only made a couple of mistakes, and that was probably charging both my good Warjacks into that pile of
Yeah, it was a big mistake doing that. Because, those skinwalkers...
Because if I'd have had at least the Banshee still around, you would have died quicker.
Yeah, very quick.
Yeah, charging the Manticore in was probably a good idea, but I expected the Manticore to take more hits than the Banshee.
This guy here, he just sort of got stuck in close combat.
With a bunch of other people. That was annoying.
With a bunch of light war beasts, which didn't do much to him, but he just, it took him a couple of turns to shake him off.
Hypnos is really good when you're playing against other Warjacks, but when you're stuck with other war beasts, you get pretty annoyed because all of his specials, like his special abilities on his fists, don't affect War Beast. Even though there should be like a little thing that says they should, because what they do to Warjacks, if you hit them directly with his fist, they seize and cannot move for one round.
Sort of like an EMP shock.
Oh, what do they call it? It's sort of like an EMP shock.
It doesn't matter because I mean, if you're a living creature and you get shocked by it should be an electrical attack, and it'd probably affect everything, like living and Warjacks. But I mean, I think they're going with the whole EMP sort of aspect.
The way this army works practically is only against other war machines. But to fight hordes like this, and like this army is particularly annoying. Shane's army is particularly annoying because he can just teleport some of his war beasts out of combat, and they don't suffer free strikes from that.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's the same with hordes. I mean, there's a lot of things against war beasts and not against Warjacks, yeah.
But there are some things in Legion that affect focus, believe it or not.
Didn't know that one.
Not many, probably two that I can remember that said that had something to do with focus in them. But I have not seen anything in my Rets cards or armies or even on War Room that does anything to focus. Which is hard because he relies on focus.
No, full.
But
Fury.
Do you know what Virus does?
No.
Okay, so if I pop Virus's feet, all his Warjacks that make kills against enemy models get a free focus point for that kill.
Oh, that's alright.
In his control area. So I can just basically walk up to a unit, punch it, kill it, get a focus, punch it, kill it, get a focus, and then buy attack, punch it, kill it, get a focus, buy an attack, punch it, kill it, focus.
Yeah. So as long as you've got something to hit, you can just keep going.
Yeah. Virus is pretty nasty. I can't wait to get Imperatrix and when he comes out. Because he's probably the only guy. Like, that's the only guy that Jack has synergy with. Yes. Is Virus. And Imperatrix, you know the Phoenix you fought in the last round? Okay, so it's Thermal Blade. He has 2 of those Thermal Blades with reach. He has armor. He has defense 13.
Yeah.
Armor 19.
Yeah.
He doesn't have many damage boxes, but he has all the shield boxes, and he heals D6 shield boxes every maintenance phase.
That's nasty.
It is.
He
is a bad model, and he's $54 though. He's like the most expensive Jack you can get.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's all right. Combat company peoples go to it. Stop
I don't
buying
know. I found a new company called what is it? Discount Games or something like that.
in America.
It's American, but the postage and handling's not too bad, and it does arrive in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm starting to buy my models from there. Yeah. So I mean, it just depends if their postage and handlings changes or anything like that. I might go back to the combat company, but I mean, yeah, have a look at everything, shop along. You know.
If there's anything that you know about, though, put it in the comments and we'll look it up and we might do something about it, like advertise it or something.
Yeah.
Because screw Games Workshop.
Can we say that? Are we going to get us sniped, man?
Oh, I don't care. Who cares about Games Workshop?
That reminds me, I think
Later that night, Shane and Ashley went missing.
I think we should give the new rules a go.
Oh,
Ashley keeps crying about these new rules.
I do not like 7th edition 40k.
I don't.
We might do it in a couple of weeks because I'm probably going to read some of the Sanctum powers for Grey Knights, even though against Tyranids, they're not demons. They should work against Tyranids because they're kind of demonic.
No, I don't think so.
They come from the warp.
They're just.
They should come from the warp.
They're just.
They just. No, they really nerfed Tyranids. I spent $800 on a Tyranid army and look what they did to them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, basically, yeah, the nerfing of the Flyrant and all your flying monstrous creatures where you can't charge or anything like that in the same turn you're swooping, or you change from swooping to gliding. Yeah, it just makes your flying monstrous creatures that much less effective. But anyway, we'll see how it goes because I'm interested to see. You know, I mean, I never really charged any of my flyers, but it was an option.
It was.
I mean,
if there was a big group of units that you could deal with, you can't deal with them now.
I mean, your Hive Tyrant, I mean, he can't really do that much damage like with a Vector Strike, especially against something that's heavily armoured. I mean, the Vector Strike with your... Oh, that's another thing they did. Your Vector Strikes now are just one hit for a ground unit, but against a swooping or zooming flyer, that's when you get your D3, and it's not D3 plus 1, I think, it's just D3. So they've really nerfed that down a lot as well.
That's me shaking my head.
Yeah, you don't need to shake your head with the camera.
Yes, I do. But anyway, good game. Yeah, good game.
I did a little bit better this time.
You did? Well, we both did exceedingly well. We'll be back in a few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have some time off and...
Shane's going to get a better circle, but we probably won't play War Machines for a while. Unless Shane comes over really early, we'll probably play some Warhammer.
Yeah.
Try and give those 7th edition rules a go and see what we really think. I bet we're just going to punch a wall or something.
Yeah, right. Both our armies suck with these new rules, don't they?
Oh, my Necrons
Necrons are the only things that are unscathed, really.
Yeah, Necrons. Because they don't have any...
Space Marines are
I don't know. Necrons don't have any psychic powers, but they should get, like, special benefits.
Like Imperial Guard with their orders.
No, they should get special... Yeah.
It's like, okay...
Did they change their orders just when they released them?
Come on, man. Can you just stop handing out orders? Just get on with the game.
Yeah.
It's like...
I order you to do this. I order you to do that.
This guy spent like 30 minutes handing out orders to everyone. And it was like 10, 20 orders.
By the time he got to the 20th order, it's just like, so we lost the battle 2 days ago.
No, I lost the battle.
Anyway, we'll see you later.
Tyranids got hungry and starved.
Yep, that's what happened. See yous.
See yous.